Hey guys, and welcome back to another Toy Soldier Reviews action figure video. Today we will start off the Marvel Legends Secret Wars wave, starting off with Symbiote Spider-Man. So we'll take a look at the packaging here and all the accessories. So for the packaging, this is the Retro Secret Wars card, and I have no nostalgia for this. I wasn't even alive during the time this was around, but as you can see, there's the figure here. It is going to be the Amazing Fantasy, but we'll get to that later. You've got the shields, lenticular shields that have the swap out, and you can already see the turn point. Then there's Spider-Man Secret Wars Marvel Legends series. On the back here, you've got what you can do with or how to work the shield, your legal stuff. All the figures here in the wave, we have every single one here except Iron Man. So it's gonna go Spider-Man, Wolverine, Beyond our Titania, and then Cap. That's how I'm gonna review them. And then eventually I'll get to Iron Man when I get him. There's a picture right there. There's those bios. Secret Wars 40 years, Marvel. And yeah, we'll open on up Secret Wars Spider-Man. Alrighty, so for accessories here, Symbiote Spider-Man does come with swappable, oh my gosh, where'd the other one go? Swappable grips that have the white triangle painted on the palm or the back of the hand. And then 2 whips, of course. And then in the packaging, he comes with 2 fists that also, they all have the white triangle. Even though, isn't it supposed to be a square? I don't know, I haven't read the older Secret War comic books. I don't know if it is a triangle in that book. Then of course he comes with the Secret Wars swap out, Marvel's Secret Wars, or Marvel Superhero Secret Wars 40, and it does say celebrating at the top. It does look okay, and then there is the lenticular shield here, but you can see Peter Parker and then the Symbiote Spider-Man. It is that like scratchy plastic, and then the orange shield, it does have the peg and the clip, but the clips are pretty small, so fitting this on the wrist is gonna be a little hard. But I don't know anybody that's gonna display their figures with this. I'm not. I might just put it like, I don't know, on my wall or on some peg somewhere. But yeah, and then it does open to swap out. But here, you can't open it to swap out, but I'm not gonna swap it out because I don't feel the need to. I'll just set that off to the side. And in the packaging, it comes with this sort of Todd McFarlane looking wide-eyed Spider-Man. Then it comes with this angry sort of, it's like, it looks like the newer comic books, like the, I don't know what to call it, Spider-Man, but like he like beats up Kingpin or whatever, and the eyes are really squinted and he's all angry, which does look really nice. You can see the stress marks on, or the wrinkles on his eyebrows and his forehead. So yeah, we'll get into the detail of this figure, then the articulation. So detail-wise, this is exactly reuse of the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, except the only difference is on the biceps here, the hole is filled in where you can plug in the web wings. Other than that, everything is reused. Down from the top of the, well, maybe the eye, well, this head's different. It actually might be the same as this one. Well, the head sculpts are different with the sculpted on eyes and everything. But nothing is sculpted on top either figure, just painted, so it is all black body. I mean, it's a Symbiote Spider-Man, what else do you need? But you've got the nice wide eyes, like I said. But here on the chest, and then the, like down here, this spider logo is a lot, this one's more yellow, and this one's more white. I don't know if it's just like the paint, and then yeah, it has to be the paint, because this one's white, or it's like a lot brighter than this one is. But that's alright, because the logo does go all the way down, up through the arms, through the butterfly joints, and back on top. And then if you keep going, you can't see it on each side. But yeah, other than that, we'll get into the articulation, even though we've seen it before. Well, I guess you guys haven't. I haven't reviewed this figure yet, but maybe you've watched someone else who has. So for articulation-wise, he's going to look about that far up, about that far down. No, a little bit of tilt. Head rotates all the way around. Our arm goes about that high up. Butterfly's not going to get you too far forward, about that far back. Arm does rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel. This figure's a little stiff. They have all been in packaging for a while. I've been holding him just on for quite a bit. Double elbow gets you practically all the way up there, which is pretty nice. Wrist swivels all the way around, side to side hinge. You do have double diaphragm here, so you've got the hula hoop at top, and then the bottom articulation. So just for the hula hoop part, or the ball, the joint here, he's gonna go crunch that far forward, that far back, and then side to side, and then all the way around. Then down here at this joint, you can click that far forward, or I guess it doesn't click, but and that far back. So yeah, pretty okay here in the chest. I mean, my figure is a little wobbly, but that's all right. And then legs are gonna kick that far out, that far forward, and about that far back. Thigh swivel, double knee. It's gonna get you, if you push hard enough, you can get all the way back, but that's as far as you go. Regularly. Oh my gosh, regularly. How do you, never mind. Then you got calf rotation there, ankle pivot down, up, and a bit of rocker. So yeah, we'll scale the Secret Wars Spider-Man with some other figures. So for some scaling, here's Symbiote Spider-Man next to the Amazing Fantasy base body that we first got, and the Renew Your Vows here on the right. And here he's next to some villains with Kraven on the left on the retro card, and the retro card shocker. I'm not gonna play that clip again because I don't want to get copyrighted, but we all know what happened with this guy, or with these two especially. Here he is next to some bigger characters with the retro carded Kingpin and Venom, which well, I guess the symbiote, at first I think they just changed the color of the suit in the comic, and then found a reason to make it like an alien that covered him, and then eventually led to Venom. So yeah. Alright, overall I'm gonna give him a 9.5 out of 10. It's just a simple reuse of this body, and it works good. Obviously I try to put him in the pose of that comic book cover that this appearance was on, and what this figure is obviously based on. So yeah, I do like the new head sculpt of this like smaller eyes and the sort of Todd McFarlane one. But yeah, it's up to you what sort of version of Spider-Man you want on your shelf. This one's nice. It's going to be your smaller Amazing Fantasy, or you can go with the retro card or the VHS Renew Your Vows one. It's always up to you. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. I might just put it on my Spider-Verse shelf because I have the VHS one on my symbiote shelf. But eventually I'm going to get just the standard, like not the cell shaded retro card, and put that one on the symbiote shelf. And then the VHS, I'm going to have a separate VHS for the 90s show shelf. But yeah, other than that, this figure's pretty good. I am going to review Wolverine next. Stay tuned for all the other Secret Wars figures except Iron Man. But I eventually will get them, I know that. And then yeah, after all these Secret Wars figures, we'll move on to my display or like updates in my collection tour. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Please like, subscribe, and share, because doing that helps me out a ton and helps other people who like the collecting community and comics just as much as me and you guys to find my videos and go ahead and see what they're into or looking into. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Toy Soldier Reviews out.